Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, Mystery Mash Monday. So for those of you who might be new, Mystery Mash Monday, I unleash maybe I'll take a picture of it today, and I unleash my wife on the many bottles we have on the other side of the table that we have not opened yet. We just try to make a little game out of it, try to guess type, proof, what we thought we paid for it, whether we think it's finished, and overall just kind of make a fool of ourselves, because I think we might be 50-50 now. We've had a couple that we did okay.
We were close on a couple, and then we were out to lunch on. I just said the same thing.
Oh, I'm not sure what this is right away, but that was a different nose.
Initially kind of brought me to like Virginia.
100%, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like a bread.
Virginia, PA.
Yeah. I will agree with that. I'm getting it. So this last time it
was
threw
a
me
quick
because
ride.
I was thinking of the malt is what I was thinking. So that could be my only other thing if it's
Across the pond malt?
Remember last time it was a toss up between the bread or am I getting a heavy malt taste? Let's see what it tastes like here.
Do we have any of the English American ones?
All right, we are back. Had a minor malfunction with the gimbal over there. I don't know what's going on.
Minor stress factor to my right.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. So I don't know how it's going to look on an edit, but little camera issues. That's all.
We haven't had them in a while.
No, I don't know what happened to it, but it is what it is. So I'm not really sure what we said and what I have to cut out and what I don't cut out because I don't know where it was. Like I wasn't looking at the camera at the time.
I think we were just starting it and it was...
Yeah, but I don't know if I said. So this could be, it's kind of giving me that bread vibe or it's giving me like a single malt. And you asked me if there was single malt, so I'm not sure.
With a grin. I know what the grin was all about.
There was what?
Yeah.
Well, no, there's a bunch of them over there actually.
It carried a little bit of a sparkle.
All right, let me get into this more now. So I'm gonna go.
Whoa, we're jumping right into it. One sip.
No. It's not like you. The last week you were like blah 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 blah. You named all four. You're like, all right, time to go.
Well, one of them ran super long. That's why.
This is interesting. I think I'm getting the bread factor on this one. I'm getting like the fresh baked bread. I'm thinking this is a bourbon.
I'm thinking this is not my go-to. You think it is a bourbon?
Because I think I'm getting that bread like
it does have that heavy flavor and that heavy nose.
What reminded me of like the Red Saw or the Devil's Duel or the two of the Discretion or the Tarnished Truth, the ones that we got down in Virginia.
One that we did with Steve's bottle there, the yellow one.
Right, the Selby. Selby one or whatever that was. It's bringing more of that because if it's not, it would be one of the strongest tasting Irishes we've had in the longest time. You know what I mean? But
I don't think it's an Irish.
No, like it'd be a heavy malt. You know what I mean? If it's not that, but I'm getting that like a fresh baked bread flavor on it.
That's where I'm at. I'm thinking New York, PA. I don't believe it's finished.
Which would lead me to a bourbon, so I'm going to guess bourbon. Yeah, I'm not getting any like fruit flavors. It's not overly dark or it's not a lot of oak present. That bread flavor really takes over. Like that's all you really get. Like, you know what I mean?
Nose and flavor.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to say unfinished.
I agree.
Bourbon. What are
proof?
Other
I'm thinking.
Choices? Proof. The proof is going to be the tricky time. Yeah, you know.
It has an initial hit, but it doesn't hang around.
That's the problem. There is a spice to this in there. There is a spice towards the end.
I'm going to stick to the 98.
See, and I wanted to go I was thinking. It's got to be at least 100. I was thinking I was going to go a little higher, in fact.
Yeah.
Just because of that spice factor that's in the middle. I wonder if there's a generous amount of rye in it. That might be the spike that I get in the middle because there is a cooling sensation on there.
In the initial? Well, that's why initially was it bread or was it a rye? But I mean,
You know, funny you should say that. I do have a couple malted ryes over there, I think. So could it be that too? That instead of a bourbon,
With
could
the
it be?
spark?
Because I'm getting that spark in the middle. I'm talking myself out of it now. One of us will be right. You pick one, I'll pick the other. Because it could be something like that. We don't have a malted rye, but I'm trying to remember we did the highest malt bourbon, but it didn't have this bread flavor, so it's hard to distinguish on it.
Definitely has the bread nose.
I think it's got a little spice to it.
It does have that. What you agree for, or what you decide on your price? I mean, your proof.
My proof. I'm gonna say like I want to say like. I think it's a little bit more. I want to say I was gonna say an even 100. I was gonna say 104 because I round up, round down. You know what I mean? But I'm saying I think it's a little bit more than 100. Either that or it has a nice rye spice to it. There is a nice little bite to it.
But it goes quick. That's why I'm not thinking it's the proof. I think there is a spice and that need more of a rye.
Right, but the flavor doesn't go like that. That bread flavor stays.
It
in
does,
there for
but
days.
it's not with a huge
That's
heat.
why I was thinking but that's why I was thinking maybe 105ish, like or 103, 104. That's why I said 104. But what do you think? Well, now that you've tried it, what would you pay? Like, what do you think this is? That's a tricky one because I know you don't care for this flavor.
Right. So now I gotta put it in the realm of that's not the problem. It's my problem. So,
but if you didn't know what you like, if you didn't know the flavor, because I know this ain't your favorite, and you looked at the bottle and
it was a neat bottle.
Well, it would just like you're like, oh, it's in your thing. You think it's a 98 proof bourbon. You know what I mean? With a high rye maybe on it. What would you want to pay for that bottle? And then you had you know what I mean? Like if it didn't have the bread flavor, like where would you be?
I'm like $39.99, no more than $49.99.
That
that's what I would want to pay.
No, I don't drinking in it now that we've drank
now drinking it.
No,
exactly
now that we've drank it, I'm kind of in that realm. I think I'm trying to remember back. Because this could be one of them, like a thing, but I would go with the $39.99. I don't think this doesn't taste like premium in any way. You know what I mean? It's just it's okay, but I think I think the red sour I think we got for like $20-something.
If this is, I don't even think this is a full year.
Well, that's a good introduction to it. I don't even know if we went through the intro or what we actually do. I think that's what I was doing.
I think you
did.
Did.
All right, well, let's see what we got. Okay. Well, let me get my notes. We'll be back in 1 minute. All right, so we are back. So this right here is a straight bourbon whiskey made by Giant. That's the name of it, Giant. So let me go through my notes real quick, and then we'll go into it. So this is a 95 proof, so you were closer than I was. It's a minimum of 2 years. We got it for $34.99. So this is bottle number 170, batch number 6777. It is made at Giant Texas Distillers down in Houston, Texas. Apologize for the dog barking. There's a guy dropping off a package in my front yard. I can tell you that. So he's not going to stop. So this is 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley. So that's that spice that we were getting in there.
You did have a mash bill. I didn't know you did.
No, I did.
Because I was like, good to hear, because it does have a little crack.
They do have. Not only did they come with the fancy bottle, although the peel's coming off,
which was the selling point.
They have ultra premium on there, so it's got to be good when you put something like that on there. It says they use only the best barrels, honey barrels, to make a bold Texas bread flavor with a spice aroma. So they
somebody got caught in a flood.
This, I mean, you have to. I know you're not the fan of the bread. I don't mind it. It's
a quiet taste. It's just a totally.
It's not traditional
different.
bourbon-esque flavors. That's that's the one good thing I say about it.
Again, the bottle did sell me.
Yeah,
it's like. Well, haven't seen one like that.
I mean, it's like a miniature looking bottle, or some of the fancier ones that come out like that. It's not my favorite.
It is weird. I mean, we have so many, we've done so many. That's totally different.
Yeah,
so grab that one.
Yeah, I mean, look at that's how Blanton's made its thing. You know what I mean? Everybody wants the little guy with the horses.
It didn't say it was made for somebody, right?
No, it's made down in Texas. Yeah. That's it. It was by, and it says on the bottle, but they have that beautiful print that they put on some of the bottles that you have to bring a spotlight to bring it on because it's hard.
It did say in this little note thing though, if you bring this tag with the receipt that you bought one, they'll give you a free tour. So. Keep that in mind if you're out shopping.
If you live down in Texas and you have you happen to be in the area, But no, overall, I actually like it. It drinks way hotter than the 95 proof.
It definitely drinks way hotter here quickly. Yes,
for all the ones, $34.99. I'll throw it right out there because we tried it again the other night when Steve came over, and I'm just if you pick like Travelers was like $39.99. It barely had taste. Now you may not like the flavor in this one, but it has a lot of flavor.
That gives you a little more bourbon-esque to the bourbon.
Yeah, it gives you cheap bourbon flavors. That's it. You're getting vanilla. This is at least but it all depends on who it is. So anyone who has tried like that Red Sorrow over there, if you've had that one, or if you've done, or the Devil's Due if you live in that area, or if you did any of Discretion, or all the ones, what was it with the Foursquare that came from New York, anyone that gets that bread flavor out of the whiskey, if you like that taste, this is right up your alley.
I definitely gotta like it.
But it's only a minimum of 2 years. It doesn't taste young, so it doesn't. It doesn't have any corn taste to it. It really brings that bread flavor that
all in all,
it's a yeast.
But for us two this time, we didn't do bad.
No, we actually.
I think price wise we were close.
Yeah.
Proof wise,
you were better than me. But it's because of that. And I said it though. I
were thinking it was that spice rye,
right? Yeah, it just has that nice, and it does. I mean it.
Age statement. I said I don't believe this is a 4-year. So we were.
Yeah. No,
we didn't do bad for a total blind. Here we are in the middle of Yahoo, Houston.
I'll be curious. Leave a comment down below if anyone has tried this and what you think about it because of that. I do get that nice bread flavor. Not nice for you because you don't like it, but every once in a while. When I know that's what I'm gonna have, sometimes I'll turn to one of them and I'm like,
But
I
if
want to do that.
Did this. And you had a little sampling hour, then you went to something else, you'd be like, eh.
Yeah, but I do that. I do that all the other way. Yes, I do that all the time. So, but every once in a while,
I'll I'm going to start with it.
Yeah, because I kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like it's better than I can tell you right now. We just did one the other day. I just killed a bottle yesterday. And it had the black licorice flavor, and that one I got to choke down. That one I was almost like.
That I've learned if I'm going to do a variety pack, that I'm starting with Scotch or I'm starting with Irish because I don't want to finish with one of them.
Oh no, you're not a fan. I don't usually switch. Like if I do Scotch, I'll do like a Scotch night, and then I'll drink a bunch of them.
There's times it's like I'm going to try this.
Actually, I haven't done a Scotch in a while. I'm due to grab one of them. But so there you go. This one might be long. Sorry for all the edits that I'm going to have to do in there. And I apologize again. The guy's got to still be in my front yard because the dog's still barking. So. Well, there you go. This is Giant Bourbon. Again, all of you guys that are on, leave a comment down below if you've had this or if you've passed it up for whatever reason. It does have the selling point in a bottle, so.
It did.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.